Greetings from the illustrious studios of declassified single wide. Leroy, your humble reporter here. Got some big news going on in the world today. Did you know that there is nearly 30,000 troops in Washington, D.C. right now? That's over 10 times the troops we've got in Afghanistan and Iraq combined. And there's more coming. There's a lot more coming. Did I mention that there was a bunch of Chinese troops doing exercises in military exercises in Canada the other day? I think I did. You don't need troops like that to arrest a few lowly souls. This is a show of force. I'm not lying to you. Keep your eyes open. Look at what's going. Look at what is happening. Look at the facts that are happening, and quit listening to the mainstream media. I don't get everything right, so you keep your eyes open as to what's going on. Pretty much the entire, getting out of D.C. for a minute, pretty much the entire government of Russia, with the exception of Putin himself, just resigned. The same thing happened in Italy. The same thing happened in Spain and several other countries. I expect Germany to be on the list very shortly. These were all players in screwing with our election. Okay? The storm's coming. It's coming fast. This isn't going to get let stand. Now, friend or foe, back to D.C., friend or foe, Lindsey Graham. I've been on the fence about this one for a while. And they just did a big, huge release of documents over Obamagate. And if you don't know what that is, you've been watching the mainstream media, you've got no idea. It's about all of the spying and the crap that went on in the 2016 election, the fake dossier, the FISA warrants, all of that. When the Democrats were screwing with the election illegally in 2016. All of those documents just got released. Now, Lindsey Graham is on one of those compartments that or departments that had the ability to release more information that he did, and then oh, here it comes after the election, and people are thinking, well, he's a traitor. Well, if he's such a traitor, then why did he go with Trump? Why did he go with him to Mexico, down to the wall, to make that speech at the Alamo? Do you think Trump would have a traitor with him? Why did Lindsey Graham give $500 million, or $500,000, excuse me, $500,000 to Trump's defense during the pre-election stuff? Finding out the FRAUD. Lindsey Graham is a military judge, okay? As in military tribunals. They've called him back to do that job a time or two after he retired from the Air Force, I believe it was. And Lindsey Graham is a senator out of South Carolina, if you don't know. Something else about Lindsey. He's a pretty tough old bird. He's decorated Air Force. He's he can be a bit of a bad AWS. All right, now what does the military judge have to do? Well, he's got the inside scoop on everything. I think it is highly possible that he held back this information at the direction of the current president in order to flush out all the traitors. There's no reason that he would be there, and he's got all the information in his head. And whereas a military judge has a tribunal, there's a lot different things you can do to refuse a judge if they've got a conflict of interest in a civil setting. In a military setting, screw you. No, you don't get to pick and choose. Well, he doesn't like me because of my politics. Don't matter. Shut up and sit down. Now, Sidney Powell happens to be, aside from being a civil lawyer, she is also a military lawyer. Look at the timing when she got brought into the fray. They distanced from her, they distanced from her, they distanced from her. Then after that vote, boom. That's Trump's lawyer. Something else, let me get back to Lindsey Graham. During the Kavanaugh hearings, he asked the now Justice Kavanaugh, he asked him straight up, can civilians be prosecuted in military courts, under military tribunals? I forget exactly how he worded it, but that was the essence of what he said. And Justice Kavanaugh said, yes, they can. See the pieces coming together here? On September 12th, 2018, I believe the executive order is 13848. Hopefully I got that right. Trump wrote up an executive order. It's built on Obama's indefinite detention order. That if there was foreign interference in the election, that he would remain in power. Didn't just say, didn't need to be 5, 6, 7 countries. There was one. And collaboration with that foreign entity gets your assets seized and you thrown into the hooskow. See what I'm saying? Also, something else that was cleared. That was cleared with the Supreme Court. They said, Jeff, this happens. You stay in power, Mr. President. And they got all of the receipts. They had the chance to do this right. And the courts refused to hear the cases. One after another, some of the state legislatures tried to do the right thing. There was dueling set of electors. Congress chose the ones opposite of what the Constitution and Article 2, Section 1 says they were supposed to choose. All of the options were run out. And it had to be that way. If you're going to get all of... And then during this impeachment, you got these 10 motards. Some of them I thought was pretty straight up people that are turning on Trump. 10 Republicans that are turning on Trump. There's been no trial. There's been no evidence presented. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He has incited violence. I tell you to go look up his speech on YouTube, but fat chance finding it. They're scrubbing every ounce of truth that there is out there. They'll probably scrub this before it's over and done, but I got a feeling this platform's either got major improvements coming or maybe finding another platform. I'm not sure which way it's going to be. But anyway, there's major military buildup either in or around all of the 50 state capitals. So anybody that thinks our current president is down for the count, they're not paying attention to the laws, they're not paying attention to the history, they're not putting all the pieces together. And that's what I'm trying to do for you, because I know it's desperate. I did a little short video on defeatism yesterday, and I probably offended some people, and if I did, well, too bad, because we've got a little defeatist in all of us, and we need to get that out of our hearts, okay? I wasn't picking on a particular individual. We need to get that out of our hearts. Because even after 4 more years, we, the people, have to take responsibility not to let this nonsense happen again. We've got to be ready. Because, yeah, they'll get all the ones that did it this time. But they're going to try again. And we have to be vigilant to keep our republic. And please don't call it a democracy. It's not a democracy. A democracy is 2 wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner. Oh, we'll even let the sheep vote first. It's a lamb to slaughter. It's mob rules. It's the autonomous zone. How many people got killed there? Did that look like a place you want to live? No. No, it doesn't. Well, I'm going to stop here. Just wanted to give y'all a little hope and encouragement. I hope that worked. I love you, everyone. God bless you. Please like, share, subscribe, and after you subscribe, click that little dinger bell that's going to be just under the video on the right. Click it, and then there's going to be an option to be notified of all my videos. And if it looks like something you might want to listen to, then you'll be able to click on it and watch it. And if it's not, then wait on the next one. Y'all have a great day. This is Leroy from Casa de Single Wide News. I'm out.